Methylated DNA doesn't form kink as A. As they don't fit in the active site. B. The enzyme recognized methylated A as different base than non-methylated A. C. They are less flexible so no kink is formed. D. They don't interact with the side chains in an active site. The correct answer is they don't interact with the side chains in an active site. Which of the sequence will DCM methylate? A. GATK, B. GATK, C. CCGTT, D. CCAG. The correct answer is CCAG. Which of the following is not true about type 2 restriction endonuclease? A. Here cleavage and methylation are by different enzymes. B. In this case the recognition sequence is asymmetric. C. It cleaves within the recognition sequence. D. It can cleave at methylated sequences. The correct answer is in this case the recognition sequence is asymmetric. In EcoRV the enzyme is A homodimer, B. heterodimer, C. trimer, D. heterotetramer. The correct answer is homodimer. When the DNA enzyme interacts with the cognate DNA there is A. increase in free energy, B. reduction in free energy, C. breakdown of the complex, D. repulsion. The correct answer is reduction in free energy. Which of the following is not true for type 1 restriction endonuclease? A. It is a single enzyme with 3 subunits. B. Using it is an energy-requiring process. C. Methylation and cleavage occurs in the same sequence. D. The cleavage is up to 1000 bp away. The correct answer is methylation and cleavage occurs in the same sequence. Restriction enzymes cleave the bond by which type of reaction? A. SN1, B. SN2, C. SE1, D. SE2. The correct answer is SN2. Which of these restriction enzymes generate 3 overhang? A. SPH1, B. EcoR1, C. SMA1, D. CRISMA1. The correct answer is SPH1. Which of the following enzyme A is a neoisoschizomer? A. SPHI and B. BOI, B. number T1 and HindII, C. SMI and CRISMI, D. PST1 and SMA1. The correct answer is SMI and CRISMI. Restriction endonucleases can recognize A. tandem repeats, B. palindromic sequences, C. GATK, D. no sequence specificity. The correct answer is palindromic sequences. What does this sequence GGCCGC recognized and cleaves by number T1 doesn't agree to? A. The cleavage is after the second C from 5 end. B. The cleavage generates a 5 overhang. C. This sequence has a probability of occurrence in every 1024 bases. D. This cleavage is asymmetric. The correct answer is this sequence has a probability of occurrence in every 1024 bases. In an experiment you introduce your gene of interest in a wild-type E. cloli genome using an episome. However, you fail to see the product protein being formed. What could be the possible reason for this? A. The gene was silenced. B. The gene product was produced in negligible quantity. C. The bacteria was in stress so it was not producing much protein. D. The gene was excised out. The correct answer is the gene was excised out. A methylated recognition sequence can act as a competitive inhibitor for the restriction endonuclease. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. The Mg2 ion in restriction endonuclease is not bound to A. water molecule, B. carboxylates of the enzyme's aspartate group, C. oxygen, D. histidine. The correct answer is histidine. Type I restriction endonuclease cuts A within the recognition sequence, B on either side of the recognition sequence, C 25 to 30 BP away from the recognition sequence, D 1000 BP away from the recognition sequence. The correct answer is 1000 BP away from the recognition sequence.